on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Brought down at the 20.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Greg Stroman back deep waiting for it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
32-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Washington.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
The pass.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there, 1st down.
On the play.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Washington first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Raymond Calais on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
With this Washington 7, Browns nothing.
And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. And it's complete. Hooper. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On the ground with a tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 6 yards away. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes this Washington 14. Browns nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on for the extra.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Back to throw here. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Being chased out left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Dancing to his left. Got a man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Browns' 6-yard line.
Steps away. That's complete right around the 8. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. But things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gained. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball in the air and you got no yards out of it, he would have had a stroke, okay? Because his opinion, that ball shouldn't be in the air unless something...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's into the clear. 30, 10.
You know what? Why don't you just start
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
That is good, and that'll make it 20 to 7.
Makes this Washington 20. Browns 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Out of the gun now on third down. Forced out to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Washington 20, Browns 14.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Baby, I'll do this for free.
Picked off at the 17. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his left. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Washington will line up.
Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has retaken the lead. And a little floater there is incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rosen, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And there's a completion to Austin Hooper. What a big-time acquisition for this offense in Cleveland. Came from Atlanta as a 2-time Pro Bowler. Had nearly 800 yards in receptions and 6 touchdowns last year. And he spends a lot of time with his quarterback in order for them to get on the same page on every snap.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Another carry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
1st down, Washington.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now back to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen, eluding the... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now, this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. From the gun, it's Rosen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Rosen's pass.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
5 at the 8-yard line.
Being chased out left to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have retaken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
First down.
To throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
3-yard attempt.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Cleveland, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.